So my immediate thought is there's a bunch of crime scenes that we can investigate, even though, it's been about 21 days. Right now, though, I need to check on Marie. She's coming with us. Why? It's your partner, Pat Morales. Morales teasingly says, "You drive like my grandma, Barnes." Morales says, "You trying to rack up points for pedestrians or what, Barnes?" Excitedly, Morales says, "Did you see that gorgeous hunk of man back there?" Morales says, "Someday, eh, Sonny?" Anything new? Morales says, "If you want me to drive, just holler." Pat's purse rests between the seats. She keeps a key attached to the handle. That key is going to be very important. I can see that already. Yep. You can't just take the key with Pat sitting there. Oh, are we... I mean, she's sus. Just quietly, I know she's sus. But she's sus. I mean, we saw her background. Also, I've got to look up John Childs. I imagine we've got to make a copy of that key at some point. Okay, at the hospital. I can sort of see the map in the little OBS window on the other screen. I need to turn right on 4th, and then it's going to be on the left. We have Rose, we have Peach, I think, and then it's going to be on the left. There we go. No? It's another Aspen Falls thing. You just want me to stop in the middle of the road and get out. It's so curious that some places have driveways and others don't. You decide to wait until after your shift to check in on Marie. Alright. I can't think of anything that we need to do back at the office. You got level 1, you got level 3. We can potentially get a motion tracker from level 3 after a couple of days from Mike. I don't think there's anything on level 1 that we need, other than checking out our locker perhaps, but I'm pretty sure we've got everything that we need out of there. For now though, how about I check out some of these crime scenes? And for this, I'm actually going to switch back to the manual for just a moment. So look at this. In addition to first, second, third, and all the street names, we've also got some coordinates here. And so one of the addresses that I wrote down was 280 West Palm. We're currently parked outside the hospital, so if I go straight up here and then turn left, maybe I can investigate the crime scene here. Let's try that. Going all the way to the end. Let me go check out the map again very quickly. Yeah, I reckon I'm in the correct place. 280 West Palm. We're just about to turn left onto 3rd. If it's not here, then I don't know where to find it. The other address that I wrote down, which was Samuel Burritt, was 392 South on 6th. That is over here, so what I need to do is go south all the way, turn east along river, and then turn up 6th, which is 0 there, and 392 south is basically immediately after I've turned left. If I get a prompt, great. If not, then I need to find something else to do. We're turning left on 6th. Alright, I'm not immediately sure what to do. I think we'll head back to the police station perhaps and maybe speak to some people, but I've got some interesting clues. I've got some evidence. I've got some addresses. Well, I don't know if I can actually do anything with this stuff. Okay, so no time passed. I take that to mean I'll catch up with you. Gotta run to my car. Does that mean that we can go off without you? Of course not. No time has passed. It's still 14:12, so I take that to mean that I've not lost anything by doing that, but that is clearly not the right thing to do. We have a broken chain. Does that go with that? It seems like those two things should go together, perhaps. Evidence? Ooh. Is it this arsehole again? No, you're new. Officer Martha Gibbs has been the evidence officer for 2 years. This is evidence lockup. Physical evidence is deposited here for analysis and safekeeping. Okay, I should clearly hand over the star and also the chain. That stuff belongs to Officer Gibbs and is of no concern to you. See, that apostrophe is used correctly. This slot is where you put items you wish to check into evidence. What case number, Sonny? Ah! Name? John Doe. Description of evidence? Broken neck chain. Location found? Clutching in victim's right hand. And disposition? Secure as if. I'm loading that. Oh my god. Accidentally clicked a button and I couldn't be bothered reading it properly. Alright, let's try that again. What case number, Sonny? 199144. Name? Marie Bonds, not Wilkins. Description of evidence? Broken neck chain. Location found? Clutched in victim's right hand. Okay, so... And disposition? Secure as evidence. Looking at the computer information, it was saying that hair was found in the other victim's hands. But in this case, the chain was clearly in her hand. I didn't need to grab that out of her hand at the hospital. What case number, Sonny? Name? Marie Bonds. Description of evidence? Also, this voice is kind of getting annoying. Ron Star. Location found? Scene of attack. More parking lot. And disposition? Yeah, I've had enough of that. What? Already? Guess it's time to call it a day. Before you close out your shift, you head over to the hospital to see Marie. That's really the entire day. We just hand over those 2 pieces of evidence, maybe faff about on the computer a bit. That's it. Wow. Our day was 45 minutes long. Ooh, flowers. That's the door you came in from. The hospital's architecture is stark and modern, a far cry from the dank corridors of the old hospital. It looks like an elevator. Yeah, it probably is an elevator. I can't tell if that's music playing in the background or whether it's someone talking over the PA. You notice a flower shop off the lobby. The hospital floor is waxed and gleaming. That's dangerous. The receptionist looks friendly enough. It's a computer. It's a front desk. That might be all we're getting out of this. Yeah, let's go to the flower shop and see if they have anything that costs $9 or less. Can I get you something, sir? I'm visiting my wife. Oh, I'm sorry she's ill. Perhaps a nice fresh flower would cheer her up? She's in a coma, dude. It's a rose. If you want something from the florist, you must pay for it. We have lovely roses today. Ladies do like roses. How much? I'm very, very broke. I think I'd like a rose, please. Good choice. Our roses are particularly fresh and beautiful today. Here you are, sir. That'll be $2.50. You pay the florist and take the rose. I mean, we all know the spiel. She would say that regardless of what day it was. Let's talk to reception. Find out where our wife is. May I help you, sir? I'm looking for my wife, Marie Bonds. Could you tell me what room she's in, please? Oh, yes. Your wife has been... Oh, fuck me, that was quick. What the hell? I saw 307, but that was very fast. The receptionist looks at you blankly. Is there something else that you need? No question mark at the end there. Okay, she's been moved. So this room looks very, very familiar. There's still no chart there. Let's have a chat to her. Nothing new there. Yeah, we saw that. You could swear that you just saw Marie's finger move. You softly kiss your wife. Her eyelids flicker in response. You know what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to see if she's got anything in her hands. But I don't think we're going to get anything else here. We can't talk to her. The music box. Marie's eyelids flutter, almost as though she could hear her music box. Those eyelids were so creepy. And I could have sworn that that also changed. Marie's music box lies next to her on the bed. That flower is going to die unless we put it in water, dude. The rose is still fresh and beautiful. It'll be dead by tomorrow. Let Marie keep her rose. Let Marie keep her music box. Leave the monitor alone. It will alert the staff if Marie goes into distress. Fair. Jesus, game. Marie's condition might yet be reversible. Don't give up without a fight. I can't believe that actually gives a prompt. What the fuck? That is terrible. I mean, I'm a terrible person for doing it, but that is absolutely terrible. Nothing else works, but the gun works. Jesus. Okay. I think we're done here. The only thing I could potentially do, perhaps, is call the reporter. Maybe they have some information about the crimes earlier in the month. Feeling physically and emotionally drained, you drive home. We're getting here at a decent hour. You're telling me it took... I'm not going to try and reconcile the time. Day 3. It takes 6 minutes to drive to the office, but it takes... How many hours is that? 7.5 hours to drive home. What else were you doing on the drive, Sonny? I'm not sure that I want to know. Leaving at 1 PM? We arrive at the office 6 minutes later. We don't need to go in there. We don't need to go in there. Afternoon, Barnes. I was just on my way to the locker room. I'll be back in a minute if you need me. She just locked her drawer. She just locked her drawer. It's Pat's desk drawer. It's locked. That's very sus. This is Officer Bonds. Voice on the other end says, Bonds, this is Smith. I'm sending up a woman, Carla Reed, who said she saw something at Oak Tree Mall night before last. The attack. Don't get too close to her, though. Her breasts are enough to stun an elephant. Smith, is that the jailer? Because if so, I'm using the wrong voice. You hear a knock at the door. Hello there, sonny boy. Guess you're the only one here. I guess you're the one to yak at. I need to sit and rest my aching bones, kiddo. God, what are we getting ourselves into? Alright, we have a witness. I'm kind of tempted to look at the manual to see what the procedure is regarding witnesses, but... it doesn't work. Had to try it. Can I arrest you? No. Can I throw a flare at you? No. Can you give me money? Alright, let's just look at her. It's Carla Reed. I ain't eaten in so long, my taste buds have amnesia. You wouldn't happen to have any caviar on you, would you? Smoked salmon? Canned tuna? A fish stick, maybe? If I don't get some food soon... Say, is it getting dark in here? I feel faint. Really? I have a reason to call. I need food. Can I get up? I can. So if I walk out of here... Where would we find food in the office? Pat went down to the women's locker room. Maybe I need to go look around here as well. Failing that, I'm just looking at the map on the other screen. We have the hospital, coroner, courts, police. We do have the Oak Tree Mall. Maybe. My store is still locked. What about the briefing room? Anything in here? No. Sonny. Well done. I can't imagine there's anything in here. Nor do we have any needs come in here. Oh, hey. Excuse me, Dr. Ames. I'm tracking a suspected serial killer. Oh, hello. Think you can help me out by putting together a psychological profile on him? Where's your documentation? I can't diagnose thin air. I told you, I can't diagnose thin air. Can he not just access the computer and look up the details? Oh, maybe we can print the details. Are there printers in here? We've got at least 3 cases. I didn't see any options to print them out though. I mean, I've got my documentation right in front of me. I've been writing down the case numbers and the addresses and fun stuff like that. But I don't know if we can actually pass this information on to Ames. That seems critical though. While we're here. The head technician, Mike Downs. Yep, we're a very busy person. You look in the cabinet to see what loaner equipment is in stock. The drawer is empty. There is some pixel hunting going on here. The tracking device, though, is going to be in there at some point. That was mentioned on... Well, for me, it was mentioned on day 2, because that's when I got the card. Mr. Stumps, the janitor, is good-natured and hard-working. The janitor looks friendly enough, so you strike up a conversation. Hey, Sarge, nice day, ain't it? Sure as heck would like to be fishing. Maybe you'd like to go fishing with me sometime. That was different. You know, there's a great little lake just outside of town that's chock full of bass. Well, gotta get back to work. Take care now, you hear? That's Mr. Stump's janitorial cars. Do you have any food? Looking for a new career? Absolutely not. I would love to look through that cast. We've already got batteries, we've already got flares. I wonder if I could use flares on day 1. Can we distract this guy? You can't do that from there. Someone's used up all the toilet paper. You'll have to wait for the janitor to fill the dispenser. They can put men on the moon, but they can't make a dispenser that won't run out of paper. Flush. Flush. The spiraling water is spellbinding, isn't it? My immediate thought is I'm going to need to load some games and check to see if I've missed something. Like if I go back all the way to here. No, it's empty on day 1. It's empty on day 3. Was it empty on day 2? I have to check if it was empty on day 2. I'm sorry, I have to do this. Can I leave here without grabbing the music box? Yes. Because my juvenile mind immediately thinks, let's go cause a bit of a flood, distract the janitor, and see what's on the cars. But if I can only grab the toilet paper during day 2, that's going to be something. Or maybe now that I've noticed that the dispenser is empty, maybe I can talk to him and say, hey, the dispenser's empty. I might have to go through day 2 again, perhaps. Nope, it's all gone. Okay. I've not missed anything. Right, sir. There's a problem. Mr. Stumps is friendly, but he's not that friendly. Can we go in here? Are you in here, Morales? Where the heck you going, Sarge? This here's the ladies' room. Men's is right next door. Can I do anything here? Can I shoot the janitor? No. Can I arrest the janitor for not doing his job? No. Can I show him my badge or my Wallace? No. So there's nothing we can do in the police station to feed this person? Actually, let's try in here very quickly. If you don't want to make a deposit, Bonds, why the hell are you here? I'm looking for food. I might have to go back to the hospital, perhaps. You on duty, Bonds? I've got plenty of free cells to be filled up. Not that kind of juicy. Alright, I need to go somewhere and find food. She's coming with us because of course she is. Okay, let's try the hospital. I'm on the wrong road. It's on 4th. Alright, where do we find the food? Apologies, just having a sneezing fit over here. She has nothing to say. That's her desk drawer key. We need to get that. I can clearly see that. Alright, what if I keep flushing this? What if I access our locker? Yes, I needed to look that up in case you're wondering. There's nothing in there, so what do we do at this point? We have a crazy bat lady or bag lady or whatever we want to call her. I realize it's very judgmental, I'm sorry. Who wants to be fed. We've lost a lot of stuff. Where's our nightstick? I'm convinced there's something on there that we need. Like your lunch, perhaps. Can I give you anything at all here? Notebook. What can I do with a notebook? Can I give you the batteries or the flashlight and tell you to put them back in the storage closet, please? Yeah, I'm suffering from an attack of the sneezes and coughs at the moment, so this recording is going to be a bit disrupted, unfortunately. She's still here. Can I give her my wallets? Can I... I can't call dispatch. They are not interested. Okay, here's our evidence. Let's see a way we can print this. I'm going to try clicking new file just to see what the hell happens. If nothing shows up here, then I'll... Yep, good. That didn't create anything. Personnel. Right. What was his name? John Childs. Police Officer of the Year, 1978. No, nothing there. Nothing sus. Maybe we can get in that drawer somehow, lockpick it. We can blast it open, perhaps. Oh. I completely missed that. I'm so sorry, everyone. There's a brown bag sitting on the desk. It's probably someone's lunch. It's Earl's lunch. You grab the lunch. You give the lunch to the lady. So dramatic.
Peanut butter and jelly. You guys are real gourmets, ain't you? Thanks.
Again, that moved too quickly. My God. Right. Carla, give me some information, please. You asked Miss Reed to tell you exactly what she saw at Oak Tree Mall that night.
I was at the mall, I was, picking and choosing over the goodies in that big bin out back. Shameful what people throw away.
Dumpster diver. Mrs. Reed, please, just stick to the incident with the man.
Out of nowheres comes this big side of beef type guy. Rams right into me, he does. You'd think an old lady like me'd get a little respect. I don't ask for much. A dry spot to lay my newspapers, a few modest handouts.
Carla, I really need you to finish telling me about the man who knocked you down.
So I sucks him, right? On his leg. Like to have broken my hand, I did. And him, he just grins at me, right in my face. His ugly mug just grins at me like a devil or something. I'll never forget that face.
This is distressing. I have had to cut and edit so much stuff because this moves all way too fast. It is ruining this recording.
Speaking of traumatic experiences, my ex-husband was a stockbroker on Wall Street. Now there's a horror story for you. Speaking of big, ugly, hairy, smelly brutes, have you heard the one about the gynecologist and the gorilla?
I haven't, so I'll need to look that one up.
Speaking of scavenging at the mall, I bet I eat better than you. Last week I had sushi 3 times out of the dumpster next to Benny Hatta's. Fuck. Speaking of getting no respect, did you see that Dan Quayle was in town last week?
Yeah, I don't know my American history terribly well. I know who he is, but I don't know what he did. Like, why he is so disrespected. I'm not that familiar, unfortunately.
Are we just gonna gab?
That's the only sentence, I think, which I didn't need to put into post. Yeah, I need more information. I really do. You hurt someone, but that really doesn't help me. All right, let me just stand up. I can't dismiss her, so I might need to actually load and go through that dialogue again because it all moved very, very quickly on the live recording. I don't know if we can actually add anything here. Like, I can't create a new case number for her socking someone in the jaw. And there's nothing new here as a result of the conversation that we just had. Nothing. Yeah, let me load. No, not that. Yes, that. Shit. She said something about smacking someone in the jaw or the leg. Reckon she almost broke her hand. But that doesn't help me in any way, shape, or form about the incident with Marie, does it? It just confirms that she was attacked by a huge man. Okay, I'm not going to read this again because I've already read it in post by now. But I'm just going to take a look. Oak Tree Mall. At the mall. Big bin out back. Sticks to the incident with the man. Rams right into her. You sock him on his leg. Just grins in your face. And that's it. Really? The only immediate thought I've got at this point is to check out Oak Tree Mall again and see if there's another area that we can access and maybe grab some evidence from where this attack occurred. So Oak Tree Mall is on Rose. We just need to head east. I don't think any time has passed between this and the other driving segment we went through, so I'm not convinced I'm doing anything correctly here. If I'm reading the map correctly in the tiny OBS window, Oak Tree Mall is past 9th. Okay, it's not that. She hasn't left the office though, so let me just cut in. I'll have the conversation with her again. Ah, okay. I think I know what I need to do here. No, not that. If I actually can't use a computer here, there we go. Pixel hunting. I think what I need to do is this. Yes. Now, if you'll give me a general description. He was a mean-looking fella, all dark and hairy. A real sour face with a hawkish nose, sharp beady eyes, and a leery brow. Oh boy, that was all very, very quick again. Can you be more specific, ma'am? No, I said little beady eyes. Like that? Them's beady, but too far apart. The eyes is a little too high.
The eyes look okay.
Okay. What was your... Wait. What was that about the face?
Yeah, his face looked right. I said hawkish, not button boy.
What's your definition of hawkish like that?
Close, but without the carnivorous nostrils. That nose is way too big. He didn't have a little Tweety Bird nose. That's kinda like it, I guess. Could be. He sure looked mean. Now there's a sour one, Sonny. Looks like someone gave him a fat lip. He didn't have lips as full as those.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
Those look like woman's lips to me. Nah, too full. He had a tight mouth.
Oh, not that.
That's not it.
No, too... Yep.
I don't think so. I don't know, could be. That just doesn't look right to me. No too sweet of mouth for his kind. Them's a little too precious for this thug.
Is she just making this up? There we go.
The mouth is a little too left. The mouth looks okay.
Okay, so...
That's kind of like it, I guess. That's...
That I'm uncertain about, just because she's saying, I guess.
That'll do for starters.
Ugh. The hell is that?
That makes him look like kind of alien, don't you think? He had a little arch to his brow.
Like that. Oh no. Not a mono.
Too hairy. Did I say he had shrubs above his eyes? Change it.
I've completely forgotten what you said at this point.
A tad bit more arched than them brows, Sonny.
Really? Those look pretty damn arched to me. Oh no.
That looks close, I think.
I won't ding you on the apostrophe because this lady is talking.
Them brows just don't look right. The brow is a little too high.
Okay, it's this one. How about that?
The brow looks okay.
Yeah, I'm worried about the nose.
The hair's too straight. It was kind of wavy.
Not that.
Did I say he had sissy hair? Change it.
You can't say that. It's 2024.
Why, he looks like a rock star.
Rest in peace.
That's close, I think. The hair is way too low.
Okay, it's this one. Yeah, she's saying I guess on the nose, so I think the nose is wrong.
The hair is way too low.
Really? Yeah, let me go back for the nose. I'm not convinced I've got this nose right.
I dated a man with a cute nose like that.
Poor guy.
I couldn't see up his nose like that. Nope, too flat. I don't think you're listening to me.
I'm listening to you. I just am absolutely terrible at this. Close, we saw that one. Too big. Okay, it's that one.
The nose is a little too low.
How about that?
There we go.
Yeah, his face looked right. So these are all okay now. Did he have a beard?
He had him a full beard. The beard looks okay.
Here we got.
That's the rummy. The one there in the middle. I'd never forget his mean-looking mug.
Yeah, he looks very similar to the dude in the cutscene that we saw. Steve Rockland. Male, 6'2", 210. Red hazel hair, I assume that means. Date of birth. Struggling, as always. 10th of January. That's coming up on when I'm recording this. Address, January 89, 214 Pigeon Court, Gibbon, USA. He's not from Lisson. Convicted on 2 counts of burglary, 23rd of June 85. Sentenced to 5 years in state penitentiary. Paroled 25th of June 88, 3 years. And is currently serving 3 years probation. No wants. Note, Rockland associates with, and at one time was known to be a member of the cult Sons of Darkness. It is suspicioned... Is that actually a word? I would go with suspected rather than suspicion, but maybe that's just a more colourful way of saying that. It is suspicioned that the cult deals in the sale of crack cocaine. All right. Writing stuff down. Okay, information has been writ. Is there anything I can do here? Can't use personnel. There's no point looking at homicide. There was a 6-digit number there, 493027. I don't know what we can do with that number, if anything. I mean, it's not going to be here, is it? If it is, I'll be very surprised. Yeah, I was expecting that. All right. I think we're done here.
I want to go home.
Okay, Carla, that should do it. I'll take you home now. You've been a big help. $16:30. Oh, this is home. She wasn't joking.
Thanks for the sandwich.
Surely we can do better than this. I mean, it's 2024. Well, actually, it was 1991 when this game was created, but not much has changed. All right. Let's have a look around here. Oh, nice. There's a company truck parked here. What company? There's a large, sturdy water pipe here. You look fondly at your car. It's a large trash bin for the warehouse. I can't imagine that we'll ever come back to this place, so I want to have a look around. There's nothing you need in the trash bin. Leave that stuff for the garbage collector. You ought not to disturb the old woman's bed. Yeah, that's terrible. The pile of grungy newspapers is empty now. Use your car if you want to leave. I really want to know what company that is. Just in case it's important. The loading docks is littered with trash. Should say but whatever. Nice thought, but you don't have time to clean up the place. What do you want to do with the pipe? Once again, the game's not letting me have fun. That was a very weird walk, but whatever. Okay, she is with us. You notice Morales checking her watch. She suddenly says,
Yo, Sonny, drive me over to the mall real quick, would you? I gotta make a phone call.
Grudgingly, you drive Morales to the mall.
Sit tight, boss. I'll only be a minute.
You notice that she's careful to take her purse with her. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen the key, I've seen the drawer. There is definitely something there. Dispatch. Okay, so the engine's actually running. No. That would tell us that the engine's running. Can we drive off without her? No. Better wait for your partner. See? I'm back. Let's go. So ends another shift. You drop Pass off at the station and head home. I want to check something very quickly. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Morales is making a phone call. There's an animation that plays there when we move there, and I think that's because... I don't think that's because of Morales making the phone call here. I think that's just the way this area is designed. I think it's very important that we saw that. If only. I want to load that very quickly because I want to see what she said. Again, I've had to edit this in post because this game is a troll. She checks her watch. Yo, Sonny, drive me over to the bar real quick, would ya? I gotta make a phone call. Yeah, okay, so she's telling us that she's making a phone call. That is definitely legit. Can we listen in on this? You don't have the correct change. I might gonna have to look up the number for the redial code in America. It used to be that there was a code that you could call that would redial the last number that you called. I know it was definitely a thing in Australia. It's probably an American thing as well. We're not visiting Marie tonight. Maybe tomorrow.